jam! Hello again and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Monday Night Magic here on the MTG Cast Network. This is Monday Night Magic number 559 because we decided to count by ones.
Chronologically speaking.
See?
It's a bold move.
Well, look, if you try to count by any other number, I get confused really easily.
It's true.
Wait, is 559 a prime number?
Possibly.
Is 559 prime?
Does it have the matrix of leadership?
Oh, no.
Can it kill Sentinel Prime?
It's got factorization of 13 and 43. Lame.
That's why as numbers get sufficiently large, I give up on doing that in my head. I can do the factors up to, 7s and 9s and stuff, but once you get to the 11s and the 17s and stuff, it's like, nah.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
For those interested, 557 was our last prime numbered episode, and 563 will be our next prime numbered episode.
Assuming we make it that far.
Mark it on your calendar.
Right. So, I am Chewie, failing miserably at keeping track of prime numbers and ignoring people when they greet me.
Bye, Chewie.
Hey, buddy.
Hey! Aloha, Chewie.
¿Cómo está ustedes?
Sí.
¿Conoces a Miguel? Sí, somos buenos amigos. Right. So yes, this non-Spanish speaking person here is Cluze.
Hey, you're listening to Monday Night Magic, Moon 13, The Moon.
What?
I take it you haven't been watching the new season of MST3K.
I have not.
Oh, well, you should get on that. That joke was funny, if you have been.
I believe you.
All right.
I just have
Sucker. I mean, yes, that is correct. It was humorous.
The other person not watching MST3K besides me is Squee.
Bunny hop.
So yeah, we've been playing Blizzard games and it's bad for us.
That is true.
I like the peanut butter cup ones.
Peanut butter gives me heartburn.
Blizzards.
I always get Oreo Blizzards.
Oh, hey, those are quality. Hey, have you seen the cookies and cream Oreos?
I'm sorry, what?
Apparently
No.
it's a product that exists.
Okay then.
I'm more confused by the Chips Ahoy Oreos. Think about that for a while.
Their cookie distinctiveness will be added to their own. They're just assimilating all the things.
I mean, they assimilated Peeps and it was not a good thing, so who knows where those are going next.
Yeah, here's what you do. Okay, I know this is going to be controversial. I'm gonna get some.
You're right. Pineapple does go on pizza. I agree, Cluze.
I love pineapple on pizza. Good job, Cluze.
Here's the correct thing to do with Peeps. Don't. There.
No, you joust them. That was their purpose.
I thought you put them in the microwave.
Yeah, that's how you joust them.
Oh, okay. Could you explain, please?
Okay, so you take two Peeps of different colors. You place them on a plate facing one another. Then you stick a toothpick in each one where it's pointing at the other one.
Okay.
Then you turn on the microwave. You play the dueling music from Star Trek. And you watch. And as the Peeps expand, one of them will inevitably pierce the other one with its toothpick, and it will deflate and die. Reason you do this with two colors is so that you can bet on it.
Thus satisfying Ponfar and allowing you to bid 400 quatludes on the newcomer.
Yes.
Great.
Da, 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 da. Okay, that's all I can say without getting sued.
Okay, anyway. Let's talk about something else. How about magic?
Hey, I'm going to say, did you know that this is a podcast about magic?
That's what I hear.
Guess it is now. Take all the blood sport out of it. GP blood sport.
I would go to that GP and
Peeps.
Stand way back. All right, so yes, there were 3 Grand Prix this weekend. They were all 3. And no, this weekend was not Vegas.
That is true.
There were 3 different ones in more different places. For instance, we had, okay, wait a minute. Let me get this up. We had GP Bologna with 1,669 people playing.
Hooray!
Wow, that's a lot of people. Yeah. And so it's limited. It's Amonkhet limited, where apparently all things are possible, including playing 5 color and sealed. Yeah.
This limited format is stagnant. I don't like it.
Yeah, I have never, what is it? Oh, I forgot what Cluze said in our chat. I've never seen a metagame dominated by so many cards from just the new set.
Yeah, that was not my joke, by the way. I borrowed that from the internet.
I mean, if we didn't have all of these invocation cards, then there would just be nothing at all from outside this format. Terrible. But all right, let's power through.
All right.
Tough this one out for at least 3 months.
So, who won GP Bologna? It looks like it's Corrado De Sio. By the way, we're going to screw all of these names up badly.
Even the ones we know, we're just going to screw them up. It's easier. No favoritism.
Yes. So yeah, he won. In second place, Martin Juza. We'll call him Martin Juzé.
Martin Juza.
Yeah, there we go. In third place, Francesco Giorgio. In fourth place, Pascal Viren. In fifth place, Dario Veneri. In sixth place, Dario Parazzoli. More different Dario. In seventh place, Javier Dominguez. And in eighth place, Simon Nielsen. There you go.
Simon Nielsen.
Sure.
We got to mispronounce that too.
We'll just call him Steve.
Good old
Steve.
Anyway, so yeah, that's
one of them.
That's one of them. Yeah, there's really.
Yeah, this was limited. So you know what we can say about their cards? They
were legal.
They drafted them
either from sealed or draft, and there it is.
Yeah.
You would like to see these sealed deck lists. Why? But here they are on the website.
I mean, it is pretty neat that Martin Juza actually didn't win, because he's currently ranked 22nd total up against Corrado De Sio. What he wrote on his player profile sheet under previous Magic accomplishments was a simple none. That's what it says.
So he's a brand new player, never heard of him. This was his first tournament.
No, not saying that.
No, I'm saying that's what he's saying. That's what we're saying. Yes, that's what
you're saying.
That's what we're not saying that, because that's probably not accurate.
It's not true at all.
But, yeah, this was Martin Juza's 25th GP top 8.
Seems pretty good.
Yeah. And it's hang on. It's the 5th GP final he's lost. Damn. Poor guy. So that's, that one. Now let's move over to a more different GP. This one is in Beijing. Oddly enough, it's GP Beijing. What?
Huh. GP Peking.
GP what?
The other spelling of it.
Oh.
From the 70s.
Peking?
Yeah.
I hear that's the flavor of duck now.
Yes.
Yeah. So how many people were in this one? 1,029. Yay, let me scroll down to the top 8 where Kelvin Chu, no relation, won. See what I did there?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
That's quality.
Second place, we have Keita Kawasaki. Third place, we have Tomoharu Saito. Hey, look at that. He's still a thing.
I would hope so.
Yeah, in case you didn't know. Fourth place, Wu Zhuan? How do you pronounce that?
I can't do any better than you just did.
Bill, you got any idea? You scrolled away.
Not correctly. No, I'm staring at it.
Okay, got it.
Wu Zhan?
Something like that, yeah.
Sorry.
In fifth place, we have Riku Kumagai. There we go.
Kumagai.
In sixth place, Takuma Morofuji, who looks like he's having a very good time.
I like to think that he is making giant alligator with his hands, like chomp chomp, but also for peace.
Chomp chomp for peace.
Wow.
Oh.
In seventh place, we have Yi Shimin, let's say. And in eighth place, Ricky Camo. Ricky Camo. There we go.
Camo.
Close enough. Yes.
I really appreciate that picture of the gorilla sitting just on top of the word seventh place. That's like wonderful.
It's like, oh, it's Winston. How did he get up there?
He's even making that Winston nonplussed face.
My understanding.
Pretty much.
He probably jumped up there. He might be bouncing on top of the building too.
Let's see. So something funny that happened today.
Yeah.
Or that I saw today, rather. Hang on, I have to go find it because I forgot to leave it open. It's in today's Daily Magic Update, along with last week's episode of the Mana Pool. So, yeah. Magic Pro Tour tweeted on yesterday that Tomohiro Saito made his 25th top 8 at GP Beijing, tying Yuya Watanabe and Martin Juza in third place for the number of lifetime GP top 8s. Martin Juza replied with, "Hold my beer," and proceeded to top 8 his own tournament.
That's pretty good, actually.
It is pretty good. Although, according to the story over there on that GP's page, Martin Juza, this hasn't been updated yet. Okay. The Grand Prix Lifetime Top 8 says 24. And Saito also has 24. Wait. What? I'm confused. Saito makes his 25th top 8, tying these two in third. Okay. But then Juza made top 8 again, so he retied it? I don't know. I think there's some sort of confusion here with numbers. But it looks like, from what I'm seeing, they both had 24. Saito got 25 and Juza went, "Oh yeah?" And then he also got 25. Either way, it's just funny. Hold my beer, you don't want to miss this one. But, yeah. It's pretty good. So that's Beijing.
Yeah.
Again,
Indeed,
if you want to see the deck lists, then, go get them.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh, my bad. You want me to let you say it?
No, it's good. It's good.
Oh, okay.
As long as we get it out there.
And then we have GP Richmond, which was in, what country is Richmond?
It's in England, right?
I think so.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it's in Virginia. It just seems like another country.
I mean, it was practically England for a while.
Do you know what else is in Virginia?
GP Virginia?
There's no swearing on Monday Night Magic.
Oh, we're sorry if you're in Danville.
We are.
Not because we're making fun of it, we're just sorry.
We're sorry that you're in Danville. There were 1,595 people in GP Richmond playing in the main event.
Based on my Richmond experience, 300 of them were just stuck in traffic.
He's probably not wrong. Who won? Hang on. I didn't actually scroll down to the top 8 profile. Here we go. Again, we're gonna mispronounce names. Michael Berenicki, let's say.
Also a victim of one of the worst, page titles with Berenicki has a fling in Richmond, which is really not what you want to pop up when people Google search your name later.
Certainly not.
I'm gonna guess that he won with a fling.
I'm sure he did, but that's not the title you want to pop up when people search your name later.
In second place, we have Eli Cassis. In third, Evan Esposito. In fourth, Martin Dang. In fifth place, heartbreakingly, Brian Bronduin. Oh, he went 15-0 through the Swiss and then lost in the quarters in the top 8 because that's what happens. Did you know that no one has gotten, in all the GPs that have ever gone on, no one has hit the Magic 18-0 yet? Well, the Magic all the way to the end without losing.
Right.
Because they used to be not capped at 15 rounds, as we learned in GP Charlotte that one time.
Yeah.
Oh well. In sixth place, Brad Carpenter. In seventh place, Tiago Saporito. And in eighth place, Josh Jones. And these guys all look like they're having a good time.
Yeah.
The only bad thing about the way these pictures are taken, there's no comedy in the pictures behind them, like looking over their shoulder or setting their heads on fire.
Yeah,
but one of them has Cutman on it.
Yeah.
That makes the movie.
Michael Berenicki was apparently playing for Team Scissors and has Cutman on his shirt, which is pretty freaking sweet.
Yeah, I dig that.
If you remember Cutman, you are old.
Ouch.
Hey,
yeah.
I remember Cutman.
It's fair. Fair. Yeah.
Oh, Cutman, you were not served well by the 90s cartoon.
Mega Man released it. When
Super
was the first?
Fighting Robot.
The first Mega Man was released December 17th, 1987.
Yeah.
In, I'm guessing that's in the US. So yeah, I was 7. Huh. I never played the first one though. I had 2 and 3 for the longest time. Yeah. Anyway. Everyone knows Cutman. If you're old.
29 years ago.
Oh, I hate you.
You should.
Oh, good.
Because you're old and you hate things.
Also, Bill.
I can confirm it happens.
Could you kindly get off my lawn?
I'm not on your lawn. I'm on my lawn. You get off it. I just annexed your lawn. How do you feel, old man?
It's the millennials' fault. Yeah, so that was GP Richmond. Like, there's really...
Yep.
Yeah. That is where, Eduardo Sajkalik, let's say, went 9-0 playing, 5 colors and sealed. So, that's pretty funny. Yeah. But anyway, enough of that.
By the way, if you're tuning into this show for the first time ever and wondering how in God's name has this show gone on for over 500 episodes, 559 episodes as of now. Yeah, we usually do talk about the decks when, it's not limited, but when it's limited, there's really nothing to say. It doesn't.
You cannot actively open a sealed pool and make these decks later. Yeah. It is beyond you, I promise. There are plenty of places you can go to learn limited strategy. We're not going to go into strategy because we're more results discussion.
Yeah, we are a news show for the most part.
We are. Let's say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Nice and short and sweet. Next week, Pro Tour Amonkhet, where
all right, things are going to get interesting.
This already solved format will be solved again.
Solved harder.
Yeah.
Also, if you're listening to this for the first time, that is a running joke on Monday Night Magic.
At this point in time, we've actually already solved for our devastation. We're looking forward to solving for the fall set, whose name I've already forgotten, but I remember being kind of cool sounding. So, awesome. Also, we've solved
Revenge
Commander.
of Tybalt.
No, that wouldn't be cool sounding. You're a liar. But yeah, so if you click on the link that we dropped in the show notes for the Pro Tour, you can see the preview, which is going to tell you a whole bunch of stuff that's relevant if you're actually going. But if you're going, you probably know this stuff. More importantly, you can see when the coverage starts, because that's what you can do from home.
Oh, dude, it also gives a rundown of the top Pro Tour team, or pro teams, whatever they're called.
Proteans.
Yeah, with, MTG Mint Card in first place with 49 points. Musashi is in second place with 49 points. Guess they're tied.
Yeah.
Face to Face is in third. Dex third is in fourth. That's a little confusing. Lingering Souls is in fifth, and the rest you can go, look up yourself.
If Lingering Souls gets knocked out, did they still get another go?
Depends on how much mana is open, yeah.
I was gonna say, depends on if they're playing black.
I would hope so.
Or if Rest in Peace is in play. Hey, there is an important note about cheeseburgers. I'm not going to give it away, but do follow that link and see the important note about cheeseburgers.
The sound of Chewie scrolling and trying to read about cheeseburgers.
I mean, I see the note about cheeseburgers.
It's right there. Don't give it away.
No.
Folks should go and read that. It's important.
It is, yeah. And it should be noted that this Pro Tour is in Dublin, which is in Ireland, where they do not say top of the morning.
I'm sure somebody does.
Well, I'm sure somebody does, but they will frown at you if you just walk up to them and say, oh, top of the morning. You might get shot, actually. No, wait, you might get beaten. Batons! Anyway. So yeah, that link is in the show notes as well if you would like to read up on the Pro Tour. Should be pretty good. I'm looking forward to it. I will almost certainly not be able to watch the top 8, which makes me sad, but it's Mother's Day, so I have more important things to do.
Yeah.
Like go see Guardians of the Galaxy 2 with Mom. Yeah.
It's a good movie. Hope you like post-credit scenes.
Okay. Duly noted.
Not saying anything else.
All right then. What else do we have? We have not much, actually.
There isn't a lot.
We're
in that lull between Pro Tour and new set.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
Could we back up?
Sure.
That Pro Tour, where did you say that's taking place?
Dublin?
Because I think it's happening in Nashville.
Wait, did this link?
Yeah,
Where are you getting Dublin from?
Because I saw the word Dublin. Oh, yeah, that was when they launched.
That was where they launched the team series. Yeah, but that's not where.
I didn't even register you saying Dublin. I'm just like, we're talking about Nashville.
Okay, so
because you said it, and that didn't seem quite right. And before you said anything, I had to go dig.
And what's really bad is that just before the show started, we were playing Overwatch, Bill and I, with a buddy of mine who lives outside of Nashville. just before the show started. And I told him, by the way, I'm not coming to visit next weekend. And he goes, I'm sorry, what? Good, I guess? Right. Sorry, I saw the word in Dublin, Ireland as a link, and it just came out of my face. And nobody stopped me. But to be fair, in Nashville, they also don't say top of the morning. There you won't get beaten, though you will get shot. So just bear that in mind. And you know what? I'm not going to go cut that out so I don't sound like an idiot.
Yep. We're leaving it in.
Yep. We'll do it live.
Journalistic integrity.
It's integrity. I don't know if it's journalistic integrity.
I thought
Things were said.
I thought it was laziness and apathy.
No. I want people to know I'm a real person and I screw things up all the time.
All right. Great.
So lifelike.
Yes, my AI has been programmed well. I mean, what? So anyway, moving on. The SCG Tour has announced their season 2, in other words, the second half of the year, schedule.
It's the follow-up to season 1.
That's what I hear. Yeah, it's the sequel.
The body count will be higher.
It's the mid-year replacement for season 1.
We've got...
To get the ratings back up?
Yeah, that's right.
We've got, hey look, Modern in Charlotte. Imagine that.
I mean, on the one hand, the return of Magic to Charlotte is appreciated.
It is.
On the other hand, Modern.
There's also Team Constructed in Atlanta and Baltimore. Atlanta's is July 22nd and 23rd. Baltimore's is November 18th and 19th. So if you want to play some Team Constructed, there you go. It's a lot of Modern. Good Lord.
Yeah, they've been making note.
It goes Modern Standard, Team Constructed, Modern Standard, Modern Legacy in DC.
Yes! The king of all formats.
October 28th and 29th. For those of you interested, go to DC and, go trick-or-treating or something.
I'm gonna bet it's gonna be near DC.
It's probably not in DC. It's probably actually not even near DC. The one GP DC I went to was like 45 minutes or more. I don't remember exactly, from DC.
They rented out the Capitol building, and we are playing Magic.
That would be probably necessary at the rate of the federal deficit.
I would go, by the way. If they rent out the Capitol, I'll go. Whatever the format. Even if it's extended, I'll go.
I mean, I would probably go to extended just to see it.
Anyway.
Yeah, and because it's not listed here, if you haven't seen these before, where it says Season 2 Invitational at the end, that's in Roanoke. Like, they put the names of the cities and everything, but the regional championships, which is obviously going to be all over the place, and the Invitational, which is in Roanoke. So, now you know.
That is a little weird.
And knowing, half the battle.
25% of the battle, blue lasers. The other 25%, red lasers.
Pew to the pew.
None of which ever connect with anything that is meaningful. So, hey, that Legacy, that's exciting, because, we don't get, like, any Legacy events. This is it.
Well, you see, Cluze.
Yeah.
It's scheduled for that weekend because it's the Ghost of Legacy.
Well, I think it may be scheduled for that weekend on purpose, maybe, because that is the week after Eternal Weekend, which is taking place in Pittsburgh from October 19th to 22nd.
Ah.
So, if you're in Pittsburgh for Eternal Weekend, from the folks, I think Card Titan sponsors that. You can just mosey right on over to DC the following weekend and get your Legacy fix once again, and then go back to put Sadness back on the stack. It will resolve.
Because Legacy is blue and so is Sadness?
Well, mostly because there are so few Legacy events, we're all going to be sad.
That is true. I mean, I won't be, but, whatever.
You will be sad.
I will be very sad.
There we go.
I would like to point out that these 3 SCG Season 2 playmats are really sick. We've got the Masterpiece Bantu, the Masterpiece Day, Spell Pierce, and then the Masterpiece Days as playmats. And we were right. Lots of people said the art on these would be really awesome if it was bigger. And hey, look! True. Days is very pretty.
It is.
Yeah. But okay then. So that's that. And there was no Star City event this weekend, right?
Correct.
The Star City event was GP Richmond.
Yes. There's no separate event.
Yeah.
Right. I forgot about that because I didn't go.
Because at least for the time being, there is more than one TO running GPs.
For the moment.
now.
Not
Yep.
Dun,
much
dun,
longer.
dun.
Cream.
So that's it for actual news that we could find?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
There's a neat little thing here. Do we want to talk about that now?
Sure.
Okay, go for it.
So this set, Alan Cat, has more tokens in it than any other set printed individually.
Is that true?
And that is true. They said that when they previewed the tokens.
Nice.
There's more because of the mechanics and in general just the high token production of the set. There are more tokens than anything, and that's really hard to keep up with. So what someone has done is they've come up with the idea of using a flexagon, which is a folding thing that essentially allows you to have something in the neighborhood of like 18 or 24 sides, depending on how you build them, of a shape that you just fold up a whole bunch and you can put whatever you want on each side of it. So they've put each type of token on it, and that folds out to triangles so that you can still easily tell which way is tapped and untapped and all that. And there's a link here in the show notes that shows one of them that's been, made that you can see here. And there's also a link to a tutorial on how to make one in case you want to make your own. I thought it was neat.
It is pretty cool. Yeah.
Da-da-da. DIY.
Also,
That's right. We're
dear
crafting.
listeners, I apologize for the system sounds you just heard. That was my bad.
Were they good system sounds?
No, it was the stop that system sounds.
Okay, I think that we were in fact 30 minutes into the show before Truncate silenced with the system sounds.
Yeah, almost 31.
All right.
Ta-da!
Go team.
So
all right,
when
well,
we use 9,000 tweets a time for when the system sound started, you can see how much silence truncation takes out.
That's right. You can work out how much longer most shows are when we record them than when we post them. Statistically, let's say.
Yeah.
This fact will not help you in any way, but you will know.
this fact will never stab you with a knife. Portal was dark. All right. So, shall we go into the Moto news?
Oh, hey. This is really cool. So there was one reason that this is purely, unrelated, but there's one reason that I really wanted to go to GP Richmond and didn't.
Yeah.
Or even though I wasn't, I really wanted to. And that's because a content creator that I've, been following on and off for a very long time, Pro Jared, was actually there and playing in the GP. He used to work for Screw Attack. He does YouTube videos and streams and that sort of thing. And he was going to GP Richmond to play, and he ended up going 5-4. He was hoping for an 0-3 drop so he could go do side events.
Yeah.
But he ended up going 5-4 and was like, well, damn, I guess I'll do side events tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that can happen.
He does. He's a YouTuber. Mm-hmm.
So we do have one other little bit of news before we wander into the
we didn't
MTGO
actually add that to the show notes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just dropped a link in there
good.
just
okay,
now.
Thank you.
So I don't know how long this is going to be posted. I don't know how long it's going to be up, but I can tell you that Wizards would like some feedback from the community about what you want the community to be like. So they have the Commitment to the Magic Community survey, which is a little weird, but there it is. The Magic community team would like to formalize a commitment to the Magic community that would help describe the behaviors members of the Magic community would like to see from others in places they play Magic. So they want to know about what kind of behaviors you do and don't want in your Magic experiences. So there is a link from the Wizards Twitter account, Wizards at Wizards_Magic. We will have that in the show notes if you want to go take a look. It's always been my experience that every time one of these surveys comes out, I see it and I think, oh, I should go fill that out. And then by the time I get around to trying to do it, the survey's done. So maybe get on this soon if you have any input.
In fact, most of the surveys that have shown up in our show notes, by the time we go to record, they're already gone. So we just don't mention them. Yeah,
but this one I believe happened today. So maybe you have time. I don't know. But there you go. If you feel strongly about what the Magic community should be like, here's your chance to get your voice heard. It's too late to tell them to stop the top. They already did that.
Woohoo!
You could tell them keep the top stopped, I guess.
That might confuse them.
It might, yes.
You could tell them to unban Jace the Mind Sculptor in Modern?
Oh, okay, that would probably be okay. I don't play Modern, it's fine.
Can inflict that on Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay then.
So there you go. That's the other little tidbit.
So, Magic Online?
Sure. So before I begin, I'd like to note that normally I'd say every Tuesday they post the Magic Online news, and by the following Monday, most of it's irrelevant because it usually pertains to what's going on immediately that week. And that is totally the case this time. But last week when we recorded on Tuesday, they still hadn't posted it. So it went up on Wednesday. It contained a lot of information about tournaments that have already happened over the weekend, so that's irrelevant. The link is here just in case you want to see what you miss. The two big actual Magic Online content things that I have are, first up, they've got the Magic Online 1v1 Commander, which is starting on May 10th. And it has a little bit of an adventure to it. So if you've played Commander, odds are you've probably played in a group setting. Like, the goal of the Commander products that they put out is for people to play group games. A lot of the mechanics are group tied, but yeah, you can play Commander one-on-one, and a lot of people do. When it comes to Commander, the ban list for normal Commander are usually based on things that are ridiculous in a group environment. And then there's a bunch of other things. There's like Canadian Highlander, French Commander, all this stuff for variations of it, all these things. Well, essentially, Wizards put together a ban list for 1v1 Commander Online to take care of a lot of the things that they considered problematic. So they put that out. They released it last Wednesday. And because the 1v1 Commander ban list isn't the same as the group Commander ban list due to the nature of the formats, and also just due to the metagame where not every Commander card is available online because they might be from really old sets that haven't gotten a Magic Online release, they have a little different list going on than what we get normally. But due to community feedback, they've now separated out two different ban lists for online Commander. One of them based on the 1v1 list and one of them based on the normal online Commander community, which would be used in group games. So if you'd like to see a list of the cards that are banned, you can click on the link and it gives you a rundown. It also gives you a lengthy explanation of what's going on with the different Commander sets. So the thing that you need to understand is that for right now, they've got one with the ban list that I have listed on the page. And then when Hour of Devastation comes out on July 5th, they will be setting up a second separate ban list format. You'll be able to pick which one you want to do. The separate one will be the one that matches the MTGCommander.net one. So if you're interested in it, give the whole article a read so that you can make sure that you've actually built a deck that fits into the format you're trying to play.
So
the banned list has also been banned.
To reiterate, all of Commander on Magic Online right now uses this new banned list, but when Hour of Devastation comes out, they're going to roll it back so that they're separate. Okay, everybody?
Yeah, they will be treated differently. We'll probably talk about it again when it comes out.
So for those of you that play a lot of Commander Online, you'll just have to deal with it for a couple months or stop playing Commander Online for a couple months, which is the same as dealing with it, essentially. So
this is their way of saying, okay, we heard you. We'll fix it. We just can't just do that. It takes time. So give it a few months. It'll be fine. Nothing is dead. So speaking of things that aren't dead, we have a bug log update, and it does weird stuff because, Magic Online. So I'm going to give you a rundown of the fun stuff going on in the bug blog. As a general reminder, if you take advantage of any of these things intentionally, you are cheating. It will end very badly for you. You'll get reported, and bad things happen when you're reported. If you are on the receiving end of someone exploiting one of these things, listen, that's clearly what their deck is designed to do. Report them. Same deal. And if you run into these as an unfortunate glitch, you can try to put in a request for refunds. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. It's best to just be aware of it going in. So first up, Naga Vitalist, which is the new 2-drop Naga Druid that taps data mana of any color to your pool that a land you control could produce. That's cool.
The reflecting pool on legs, right?
Yeah. Well, it doesn't add mana of any color to its pool if you also control a Cascades and Cataracts, which is the indestructible land that taps for colorless, like whoop-de-doo. But also for 5 in a tap, you can add 5 mana of any combination of colors to your mana pool. So the whole point of that is, you spend 5 and it filters into 5 of what you want. Which means that land can technically add any color in those circumstances, but it's having a weird interaction here. So probably don't run those together. Or be aware that your Naga Vitalist isn't going to make your colored mana. It's very sad. Okay, so during sideboarding, users are unable to submit decks that have been loaded from a saved deck list, which is unfortunate because some people, pre-build deck lists based on their sideboarding needs. And that matters a lot more in sealed and stuff like that, since you have to always go back to main deck. So the workaround for this is that you can load it, but you can't submit it. So load up your deck, add a land to it, then remove that land, and then submit. As long as you make a change, it'll let you do it. Split cards only show the side that's currently being cast while they're on the stack, even if you zoom in. That's a graphics only error, but be aware of it. It may matter for the purposes of deciding if you want to counter a spell with a counter and exile effect, since you can't see what the other half of it does at the moment. It's weird. They'll probably fix it soon. Tokens created by Embalm are showing the art of the original card rather than the art created for the Embalm token. So this is art, but also it means that you don't get to see a mummy cat. You see a normal cat.
Which, considering how much... What was that?
Sorry, I had my cell phone on vibrate and it was a little too close to the mic.
Oh, okay. I
okay, as long as you're not dead.
Like, toot, toot. I was like, what?
I thought you were trapped in a flute.
I hate when that happens. But anyway, considering how many new pieces of art they commissioned for this, that's really got to be pissing them off.
I imagine it's also a little confusing because when they're mummies, they're white. And you lose that visual cue when you see the original art. Yeah. So just be aware of that. Casting a second copy of Gideon's Intervention causes the first one to become non-functional, allowing the named card to be cast and deal damage. That's probably a baseline coding error where it's overwriting instead of keeping separate instances. Because each of the Gideon's Interventions, one of the effects where you choose a card name when it comes in, and they can't cast spells with that name, and it prevents damage that things from that name would do to you. So you would possibly want more than one of these, because a second one probably locks down most of what your opponent can do. But if it's overwriting the first one, then that's just a bad coding thing that I'm sure they'll fix very quickly. Thornbow Archer is incorrectly granting 1 life to opponents that do not control an elf, rather than causing them to lose 1 life. See, that's straight up betrayal. That is your elf deciding, you know what? No, I'm helping that guy. Not cool. Not cool, elf.
And considering it's a 1/2, it's the worst kind of betrayal.
Yeah, it's disappointment. Like, oh, this 1/2 is busted. Let's give it a drawback. Yeah, that's weird. But it also means that if they don't control an elf, that he likes him a lot more. Whereas if they have an elf, he is a Lorwyn elf. I guess he's probably some kind of bigot. You're laughing, but it's true. Like, they're terrible.
I know it's terrible.
The Lorwyn elves are stuck up. They're the mean girls of elves. And finally, selecting yes to anything other than artifacts with 2 storage matrices in play causes the game to soft lock.
Oh god.
So that is an artifact that demands artifact as a choice. That's weird. So don't do that.
The machines are rising up.
Real quick, for those of you going, huh? Storage Matrix is an artifact that says, as long as Storage Matrix is untapped, each player chooses artifact, creature, or land during his or her untap step. That player can only untap permanents of the chosen type. So, if you try to untap your lands, the game is now locked.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah, this is from Urza's desk. And that's pretty funny. So be aware. Don't let that happen to you. And that's it. So you can also pull up the link here to see the existing issues. Like I said, be aware of them. And that list is pretty long because over the last year, they've added a ton of cards to the current Magic Online environment. So cool. And that's pretty much it for Moto. You can find a list of the upcoming events and the links that's always there. And I think we're done.
Yeah, I don't
Ta-da!
I don't have anything else. Do you guys have anything else?
Nope.
Nothing but the sign-outs.
All right, then. Well, how about we do that, then?
Okay. You can find me on Twitter at SqueeGoblinAbob. There's no Iron Goblin because I'm pretty sure it got stuck in that neat Flexagon thing. Like, it tried to fold it a bunch, and it's probably just folded in there somewhere. I'll find it later.
Yeah, just keep going around. You'll find it eventually.
Yeah, it's probably trapped into one of the tokens. Or maybe that elf killed it. I don't know. That elf's weird.
Are you sure it's not on its way to Dublin to the Pro Tour?
It would never qualify for the Pro Tour. It never makes it to the end. It gets slow play because it gets stuck in something. At any rate, So you can also find me, as in the rest of me, like the not Iron Goblin, at Animazement at the end of May. It'll be fun. It's in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's going to be year 20 of Animazement. This will be my 19th Animazement because forever I'll have missed the first one. Turns out that's how it works. But it'll be a lot of fun. It's the biggest anime convention in North Carolina. I know plenty of people that have been going for 2 decades now. And I'm going to have a lot of fun hanging out with people. If you're going to be in the area, check it out. Let me know you're there. We can try to meet up. Huge event. Going to have something like 12,000 people. So kind of crazy. And yeah, that's the best place to find me. Other than that, just even though I know they haven't seen it yet, I enjoyed Guardians 2. And I'm looking forward to seeing more movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Also, the Inhumans promo picture is weird.
What's the next MCU movie?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Nice.
And then this fall, it's going to be Thor Ragnarok.
Nice.
And also Defenders, because we just got all kinds of stuff going on in Marvel now.
When's Wonder Woman?
June?
Yeah, that's coming up here.
Yeah, Wonder Woman's coming up in June, I think.
Nice. That's not Marvel, though, for anyone who's furiously typing. Thank you, by the way, for all of you who submitted the "it's not in Dublin, it's in Nashville" comment before Cluze caught me.
Yeah.
I do appreciate your tweets and comments.
But yeah, we're fully aware that Wonder Woman is not Marvel. It's Wildstorm.
No. Top Cow. Top Cow.
Top Cow? Oh, the best cow. Yeah. That's the best cow since 2 cows.
I used to use 2 cows.
Well, yeah, that's where you got your Wonder Woman. Awesome. All right. And I'll hand it over to Cluze now.
Hey, if you want to hear more from me, eventually you'll hear it on the Random Discard podcast. We're probably starting back up again, maybe this week, maybe next week. I don't know. Look, Rich had twins. Sorry, these things happen. So, real.
Every couple months you just have twins.
Wait a minute. Why are you sorry that Rich has twins?
I'm not. I'm sorry that we haven't been able to record.
Oh, okay.
Rich had twins.
Comma's important, Cluze.
It is. You should probably use more commas. That's just general advice. I think
that's a semicolon situation.
Maybe. Hey, if you also want to, maybe see me in person, are any of you going to be in, I don't know, maybe Durham, North Carolina on May 19th? If so, there is this great shop that you should check out called Atomic Empire. And, I just might be there on May 19th for F&M. I'm trying to convince them to have, Legacy for F&M that night. So we're going to need at least 8. I'm 1. Mrs. Cluze is 2. So we just need 6 more folks to show up to Atomic Empire in Durham, North Carolina. It's a great shop. You should check it out on May 19th so we can play some Legacy. So come on out. It'll be a good time. I will sign anything you'd like, including Sensei's Divining Top. That'll be funny. I might swear on the Sensei's Divining Top when I sign it. I'm just
don't worry, Cluze. That's not going to be the card I get you to sign.
I hesitate to ask.
You know. It'll be great in my sideboard.
If you want to get in touch with me, your best bet is the Twitters. I'm at Lacluyze, spelled just like it is in the show notes. Take it away, Chewie.
I'm Chewie.
Hi, Chewie.
Hi, Cluze. See, I didn't ignore you that time.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice change.
So, you can find me all over the internet at the Manapool. TheManapool.com is where you find the Manapool podcasts. YouTube.com/TheManapool is where you find the YouTube videos. Also, you can find video versions of the Manapool and Monday Night Magic there because enough people asked where I finally gave in. And you can listen to them there while you're at work or whatever. There's just a still image, so don't get excited. There's no video. Just has to have a still image because it's YouTube. YouTube doesn't do the audio only thing because it's a video site. It's weird how that works, isn't it?
Huh.
Yeah. Also on YouTube, I've been playing Injustice, the DC Comics fighting game, going through the extensive, long, and highly entertaining story mode.
They licensed Wonder Woman for that, didn't they?
Yeah, from Top Cow, yeah.
Excellent.
It's very dark. It's an alternate reality type of thing where, Yeah, Superman sort of rules everything with an iron fist. It's neat. Not with Iron Fist. He's Marvel. And
Right, yeah.
He's not licensed.
Not for that game.
No. But yeah, apparently he's in the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I didn't know that. Anyway.
Danny Rand.
I've also been putting up some Overwatch videos because a long time ago, not a long time ago, but a while ago I recorded some 3v3 eliminations that myself and Squee and Cap from Lair of Lore played. I also put up some footage of Uprising, the recently ended PvE event that I completely forgot that I had recorded. It's 2 runs on the hard difficulty, which is the second of 4 difficulties with me and Cap and Squee and Gothic.
And it was before we really knew what we were doing.
Yeah, well, before we knew what we were doing, we could win. Once we learned what we were doing, we couldn't win anymore, so...
It's because we were going for the achievement.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that, Bill.
I mean, it was.
But yeah, so that's what's been going on over on YouTube at the moment. I did record some Magic Duels today, the Amonkhet story. It's really neat. The first one rendered, but I didn't have time to get it all uploaded and ready to go before we recorded Monday Night Magic. So, whoops. But that'll be up, if not tonight, then first thing in the morning, most likely. Of course, that'll be up for patrons, so it'll be up the day after that. For whatever, it'll be up eventually, damn it, you'll see it. And over on twitch.tv/themanapool, I've been streaming things. We streamed big, oh god, it's me and Bill and Cap again. And Brian from the Manapool and Cap's fiance Haley. We all got together and played Heroes of the Storm, where Brian was our shot caller, and Cap and Haley knew what they were doing, and Bill and I were like, we're pushing buttons!
I was really impressed by Haley's passion for this game.
She gets very competitive. And then swears a lot.
It's wonderful.
It really is. So yeah, that's over on Twitch, where I'm an affiliate now, which means if you want to throw some bits at me, you can. And if you don't know what that means, well then don't worry about it. It's essentially made up currency Twitch made up to,
currency.
Show support for, streamers that you watch. So yay! Affiliate status. Eventually they're gonna be doing, I think, subscriptions and emotes and that sort of thing for affiliates. I think, maybe. But I might be wrong. So yeah. Where else can you find me? Facebook.com/themanapools, where notifications go up for everything that I do. Streams, YouTube videos, podcasts, all that good stuff. And if you want to help support what I do with all of these bits of content creation, then you can go to patreon.com/themanapool and check out, well, the Patreon. Duh. Where every little bit helps, and I really do appreciate it. You can get videos and podcasts, Manapool podcasts early. You can get the odds and ends, which is all the stuff recorded before and after both Monday Night Magic and the Manapool, and it's uncensored and unfiltered. Or, if you want, you can get your name on the end slate for every video that goes up during each month that you support at that tier. Yay! And excuse me, I have something in my eye all of a sudden. This is bad.
Is it smoke? I hear smoke gets in your eyes.
I thought smoke was on the water.
Oh, yeah, that's possibly true, yeah.
Okay, I can see again. Whew, that was scary, you guys.
Can you see clearly now? Is the rain gone?
I don't know, I didn't go outside today. I'm not gonna lie. And now that I've rescued myself from whatever alien thing was trying to kill my eye, if you want to help support magic podcasting in general, but not me specifically, that's totally understandable. You can go to mtgcast.com, sign up at the support MTGcast button for a small monthly donation, because while MTGcast is completely free for all of you listeners, and it's completely free for all of us podcasters, it is not actually completely free and actually costs a fair amount. And by that I mean a lot. Like a lot. It's a lot. So every little bit there also helps, and I'm sure they appreciate it. Yay! And I guess that's everything, right? We're done now.
Yep.
Nice. So, I guess we'll go. Come over to Twitch on Tuesday when I usually stream stuff, Tuesday night-ish. Hang out, play some games. Yeah, hell yeah. Bill is there sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Hey Bill, you wanna do more Heroes on Saturday?
Hopefully.
Nice.
We'll see. I actually have to put together some programming for that convention I just plugged. So we'll see where I'm at on Saturday.
An Amazement in Raleigh, right?
Yes.
North Carolina. Yay. Okay then. We're gonna go now. So, this has been episode 559 of Monday Night Magic here on the MTG Cast Network. Thank you all so very much for listening, and go play some Magic.